after you meditate, how do you know that you have developed real wisdom? That one, I think, by now, most of you should have the understanding. The best sign is understanding-wise, character-wise, personality-wise, there must be a transformation. If you don't transform, you become more egoic. Definitely, you are not awakened, or you have not developed the first, second, third wisdom. Wisdom means you develop understanding that allow you to be more peaceful, more happy. There is more inner peace, inner calmness, inner joy, and more quietness of mind. You react less. Your mind doesn't stir and become heedless like before. And the fastest way to understand is whether the mental hindrances are still there or not. Whether you are capable of observing life. Develop the stability of mindfulness to observe yourself. And when you understand what constitutes evil, see your own evil roots. Then go into the deep understanding of what constitutes evil. Why does the Buddha say greed, hatred, and delusion are the three evil roots? Because they are the roots of all evil. And what is greed? Greed is not just greediness. The meaning is very deep. Okay, now we do an exercise. What is greed? This Pali word. Yeah? Greed. So, of course, the first one is greediness. When you are greedy, you have greed. Yeah? Then, NG say craving. When you crave for things, there is also greed. Then what else? If you cannot expand on this, you cannot cultivate, because you don't know what constitutes greed. The most powerful one is all of your selfishness, more important. Selfishness constitutes greed. Then desire, of course. Then do you know possessiveness is a type of greed? What else? Covetousness. Some more? Your life. Understand? All your life. We are normally come in pair, like and dislike. Then, what else? Wishes is part of desire. Part of desire. Your desire. But ambition is not greed, no, please. Ambition means you are ambitious. You want to become a lawyer or an engineer or a professional as you grow up. And that is not greed, understand? There is the four bases of success, you remember? The first one is passion. Passion. Chanda. So passion is a very strong motivation. Then after that is virya, you remember? Then chitta, your willpower. Your willpower, if you have an ambition, if you work towards it with understanding, not through the crooked way and deceiving way, then that is not greed, understand? That is your ambition. Okay, apart from all this, what else constitutes greed? Do you know your deceitfulness is a type of greed? when you want to cheat people, when you want to deceive or take advantage of people. This is the most powerful greed, deceitfulness. How to spell? Deceitfulness. One L on here. Correct? One L. So when you are cunning, it's also a greed. Understand? So your deceitfulness, your cunningness, when you want to take advantage of people, when you want to cheat people, all these are greed. Intend to cheat people. Huh? I cannot put the word cheat. Huh? Intend to cheat. These are all greed, understand? Or take advantage. Take advantage of situation. Advantage of situation or people. So there are a lot more. A lot more. That one is desire. Like you like to go for karaoke, music or street show and all those things. But sometimes you have passion and you like it, you are not addicted to it. To me, that is not craving. When there is condition, you can still see. You can still experience them. That's why I went to the music tech. My classmate brought me to the Chinese New Year gathering, you remember? I brought my family there. And it was so loud, the music. But I felt so good, it was testing me. That time I was waiting to be tested, at the heart base there, my base. The music so loud, it was pounding in my heart, Then the whole vibration, I just went in there, And it's like the drum, just gone like that. It doesn't affect me at all. It doesn't even create the thought, wow, crazy are these people. Why make it so noisy? No, I just amazed, that there was so much joy, I look. Because there is nothing better than this condition to test my mind, at that time. So loud, until you can't even hear somebody next to you speaking to you unless he raise his voice or shout. So these are the things when you contemplate and reflect. Then when you understand that these are the various type of movement of mind that is conditioned by your evil roots of greed, then you know how powerful is this evil root. The moment you have any of this intention or any of this character or personality, you have the evil root of greed. You become evil. When you are deceitful, cunning, are you evil? When you have intention to harm and cheat, are you evil? This one, there's another alternative. Cheat or harm. Or take advantage of people, situation. So at that time, when I reflect and contemplate, I realize that greed is so powerful. Even your desire to have something, it can be a craving so strong. And when you want things your way, it's a greed. Understand? And when you cannot get what you want, you become angry. The opposite surface. So this evil root of greed, which is Lobha, is very powerful. So this one is Lobha. A lot of people don't understand. They thought greed means greediness. When you are not greedy, you don't have greed. No, there are a lot of movement of thought from the evil root of greed. Then the second one is what? Hatred or aversion. The Pali word is very good. Dosa. Dosa means what? You do wrong. Correct? Dosa. You do wrong. So the evil root of hatred is Lord. What are they? All of your anger, hatred, jealousy, envy, dislike, they are all this evil root or hatred. So we write down anger, hatred, jealousy, envy, ill will or dislike. Ill will, dislike. And do you know when you are unhappy is also a evil root of hatred? When you are unhappy, miserable. Miserable. They all have this evil root. This evil root is very powerful. It will make you violent. It will give you a lot of evil mental intention. When you hate somebody, do you know what you can do? That's why don't make the lady angry. When they hate you or they have jealousy and envy, I tell you, your whole life is under threat. It's worse than Donald Trump trying to blackmail you or abuse you. They say never cheat a lady, or never make a lady angry. They can chop you out into many pieces. So what else constitutes hatred? Or the evil root of anger, hatred? Can come out with some order. Bad intention. That is part of ill will. Yeah, bad intention. Yes. Oh, different. That one is doubt. Doubt, restlessness is all under delusion. Fear, worry, anxiety. Sorrow. Sorrow. Sorrow is a type of unhappiness. No, fear is delusion. And then we better put the other one, delusion. So delusion. Delusion is Moha. Yes, that one is part of this one. It's under hatred. So delusion is Moha. Moha is like our Chinese word, mong cha cha. When you have delusion, means you mong cha cha. MCC or MC square. So what constitutes delusion? When you don't understand the truth, there is delusion. And when you have delusion, what happens to you? You will have doubt. Then you will start to worry. Then your mind has restlessness. Fear. Yes. Then there is fear. Anxiety. A lot actually. Anxiety. Some more? What else? What is sloth and torpor? Fall under which one? Yeah, part of delusion. Because you mung cha cha until Dharma class also sleep one. That's how. Sloth and torpor. When your body tired is different, no? Huh? Then you can rest, you can sleep. But sloth and torpor is the eye cannot open. No? Like you go to attend a lecture or class, so boring until you just want to slough off, understand? And torpor. You are so sleepy. Means you totally don't see the importance of that subject, understand? That's why that one is delusion. So when you don't understand, lack of wisdom, the other one is lack of confidence. Lack of confidence, is there a word for you? When you don't have the faith. Actually, it's doubt. Already covered under doubt. Now, what else? I think enough for you to cover all the important evil roots. So, when you can see with mindfulness all these mind states, then you can apply the four right effort to reverse them. That is meditation. That is cultivation. Then when you can start to abandon all these evil roots, that is the progress. After you abandon already, you develop the first and second turning wisdom, then the next time the sense experience comes, you can prevent it from arising. You understand? Before the wisdom, the initial wisdom, Yuniso Manasikara come, your second right effort to prevent it from arising cannot happen. You understand? That's how you cultivate. So, like a lot of Kayamita, they went through the second right effort, they know. Especially those who go through depression. Like Alicia, Eric, they tell the evil root. Enough. You have deceived me for the last 16 years. Finish. Straight away, that type of wrong thought cannot arise anymore. You understand? Like, want to deceive people, want to cheat people, want to take advantage of people. Cannot. Want to have envy, jealousy. This has make you evil and miserable. And you not only yourself miserable, you cause misery to people, to others. Because these are evil, root of all evil. You cannot have them in your mind state. That's why when you see them and understand them, you cannot allow them to arise. That's why the second right effort to prevent it from arising is very easy. The moment you understand, it cannot arise. Then the third right effort is what? That one is need another whiteboard. Cultivate the right thought, right speech, right action, and the right view that are still not in you. One by one, go and write it down. Right effort to cultivate the right view, the right speech, right action, and right thought that are still not in you. Then after that, only you can talk about the last right effort to refine upon it and perfect it. And this is a very big topic to cultivate. Do you know that? In the early day, I reflected, contemplated, and I looked into it. That's why when I meditate, when I developed the mindfulness, I saw all the subtle greed and subtle evil inside there that normal mind cannot see. The slightest movement inside there, because you are so sensitive, you have the initial wisdom, the number. The moment it arises, you felt it. You knew. This is not the way. To avoid all evil, all this mind state cannot arise. That's why just now in the car, I told them, to solve problem, to me, there is never a problem. Understand? When you perceive it in negativity, fear, worry, anxiety, then it becomes a problem. Understand? When you have the evil root, it becomes a problem. For me, there is no problem. The world is the world. Things is just the way it is. Things like that, the result, the friction of it will be like that. Condition like that, things will be like that. Yeah. There is Brother Teoh, you retire so early, what a waste, he said. Oh, he know I retire early, you know. I say, only this type of mind thing like that. I say, no reality. What go to waste? Everything is just dependent originating, condition arising. The phenomenal world of consciousness. Whether I exist, I don't exist, no different. The world is the world, understand? The only reality is the moment. And how stable is the present moment? Split second is gone. Then how real is life? Whether I, by nature, arise or don't arise, no different. You understand? In the true sense of the word, when you have wisdom. Because any time this one can separate. You will not go and worry about any, this one not done, that one not done. Because you still believe you got important thing to do, important mission. You still think you are real. Understand that this is subject to karma. Finish. Do your duty when it arises. After that, not what you think. Things are just the way they are, impermanent. When you grasp, cling, and give meaning, you suffer. Understand? And because they are impermanent, it's not a permanent unchanging entity that you can hold on to, cling on to, and grasp onto, and say, this is me, this is I. Therefore, all this, you can't even own yourself. How can you own anything? That's why all these are mind-made, consciousness, no reality. Of course, you can tell me, but you're different. No, you're not around. You don't have the condition to listen to the Dharma. No. The condition is such. The time has come for me to do the thing that I'm supposed to do. My nature's duty. Those who have affinity, they will come. And this nature, no. That's why, no different. I never decide what to do. I accord and flow. Condition like that, I move. When Maitreya came into 08, I move. When Kuan Yin came in 1986, I move. That's it. Finish. Receive the message. Move. Do your duty. Understand? So, life, existence is not what you think. But when you have the Dhamma, you are different. So, your first question, answer, how do you know? The other way to know is when you have more moment of awareness. You are more silent, more still. When the initial wisdom is there, you will know. Your mind will not stir, react, and become heedless like before. It can see things as they are. It can accept the reality of the world. You have contemplated the essential Dhamma. What constitutes evil? That the 5 mental hindrances, the 5 spiritual faculty, the 4 right effort. Then the essential Dhamma in regards to right view, in regards to the law of karma. You have reflected, contemplated. Then the 5 daily contemplation also. This body of ours is of the nature to grow old, get sick and die. It has not gone beyond this. Nature's happening. Yeah, this one goes the way of nature. This one is not. That's why you cannot be afflicted by the first noble true reality of birth, old age, sickness and death. That separation also, the 4th contemplation, also give you a lot of wisdom. This is a reality, separation. When conditions cease to be, everything will separate. Even you yourself will cease to be. If they don't separate from you, when your breath stops, you also erase, you will separate from them. That's why you cannot own anything. You cannot desire anything. Yeah. The best way to go through the 5 daily contemplation, the first 3 especially, is to look at your grandparent, your parent. Then look at you slowly becoming different. Yeah. Then go and check out all the actor and actresses that you used to like praise and say they are very beautiful, handsome. Now you look at their age. You have seen this video where they put all the actor actresses when they are young, when they are old. All of a different, isn't it? Completely different. And you still cling to the form. Still believe in that youth. That condition is just like this flower you offer to the Buddha, or to the great beings, or to the Triple Gem. When you buy it fresh, with the fragrance, it looks so beautiful. But if you manage the altar, you will know what will happen to this flower when it decays, when it starts to wither. You must reflect and develop the Dharma understanding. So the 5 deadly contemplation is to allow us to develop that very powerful wisdom of the First Noble Truth. Then how to live life is the 5th contemplation, the law of karma. We are all born of our karma, heir to our karma. Condition is supported by our karma. And we are what we are because of karma. So 100% of our life entirely depend on karma. We are born of it, heir to it. Condition is supported by it. And we are what we are every moment, every instant while in this existential world because of karma. If that is the case, what must you do? You must take care of karma. And how to take care of karma? We already gone through. You have to avoid all evil, do good. And that is the advice of the Buddha. Then by avoiding all evil, do good, you only take care of karma. No? You have not taken care of your life. Do you understand? You can still be afflicted. Understand? Without wisdom, you can still become afflicted. Without Dhamma, without wisdom, they have power over you. They can cause you misery. Because of your self-delusion, you will attach, you will cling, you will grasp. You will create all this negativity of mind state or wrong thought to condition your fear, worry, anxiety, sorrow, and lamentation through your grasping, clinging to the 5 aggregate of form and mind. And this is what suffering is all about. So when you have the essential Dhamma understanding, then you realize the Buddha is so beautiful. That's why he taught you the essential Dhamma. And this essential Dhamma is key to liberation, to developing all the wisdom. And the first and second turning wisdom come from the essential Dhamma, nothing else. Without the essential Dhamma, you cannot start. Even Dhammapada verse 21, 22, 23. If you know that, you straight away understand why the Buddha, before he died, Parinibbana, he stressed and repeated the advice. Strive on with heedfulness. Apamadena sampadena. That's why heedfulness is very important. Strive on with heedfulness. And what constitutes heedfulness? You must understand. Otherwise you cannot meditate. You cannot develop all this. Now you start to see the big picture or not. Yeah? That's why I told you as an engineer, I do a project. If I cannot see the whole picture, I don't want to start. I don't want to do. I have to understand before I do. Otherwise, I'm wasting my time. That's why I say, if before you have all this understanding, you are too keen to go into the meditation, especially the 4 foundation, I tell you, you are wasting your time. Committing suicide, actually. Well, all these are thought-based meditation without understanding. When you see the whole picture, that's why I say, the first phase of Dhamma, pariyati, don't rush. Listen carefully, reflect, contemplate, understand it. Develop the initial wisdom. And then move into the practice, the cultivation. And the 10th step in the Avijja Sutta is so clear. Understand? And as Kayamita, you already have the first 3. What are the first 3? You have Dhamma friend, isn't it? Kayamita. Then, because of that, you got conditioned to listen to the true Dhamma, the classes for you to attend, the website for you to click onto and listen, the books, the transcript, the Heart Sutta, everything for you to develop the understanding of the essential Dhamma. Then from there, you develop the faith in the Triple Gem. Understand? That is step 3. Then after that, the next one is step 4, which is the initial wisdom. If all the essential Dharma that I have taught you and you have reflected, contemplated, and write it down to show that you really understand, then all this become very easy. You can breeze through it. Because during cultivation, all these various movements of mental evil roots, you saw them, and you understand that all these are evil roots. Otherwise, last time, greed. I don't have greed. I don't think I'm greedy. I'm a very generous person. You someone go and tell people like that. But everything you do, your selfish intent inside is so strong you never see. If it's got nothing to do with you, you ask yourself, will you do or not? If no advantage to you or your family, do you do? If it doesn't concern you or your family members or your good friend or your good neighbor, do you want to do anything? There's a human mind with delusion are so full of greed. And they are very selfish. Selfish means what? You only care about yourself, understand? That is what self-delusion is all about. That self, the atta, divided you, separated you. And when you think you are real, what happens? You create the illusion of an existential you, I, the personality. And when that personality arises, what happens? When I am, I exist, this entity will develop greed, understand, possessiveness, try to own things, try to have things, and develop desire for things. That's why the evil root of greed becomes very strong, very powerful. And when you cannot get what you want, you develop anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. And all these unhappy mind states come about. Or conditioned by your self-delusion, your wrong view, creating all the wrong thoughts that bring about all your suffering, sorrow and lamentation. Wrong thoughts are thoughts that condition your fear, worry, anxiety, sorrow, lamentation, phobia, selfishness, desire, craving, emotional negativity. Then you become violent. You become possessive. You become like uncivilized, in the word of Madhu. Uncivilized. Then you develop, we forgot, last. You all miss out. That one is a very powerful greed. So, last. As you go into it, a lot of this understanding will surface. And when you understand the big picture, cultivation becomes very easy. You will be very focused. Go for the spiritual faculty. And the spiritual faculty is very easy. Your faith in the Buddha and his teaching is already very strong after you have understood this essential Dhamma. So the third one is what? The spiritual faculty. After Saddha Virya, the third one is what? You will go all out and cultivate this sati, isn't it? Leading to heedfulness. Once you have that stability or sati, samadhi will come to be. Then your mind becomes different. Accumulate into heedfulness. Then you can see things as they are. You can understand the essential Dhamma, all the Buddha's teaching. The Paticca Samuppada, the trolling, everything becomes very clear to you. Do you understand? Then from there, you will definitely awaken. Why? With the initial wisdom, your mind doesn't stir and react like before. You got more peacefulness, inner peace, leading to inner awareness. Then more space between thought, more moment of awareness and silence. Means your daily mindfulness can become stable. That's how the fifth step come about. Sati Sampajana. And when you have Sati Sampajana, you can see all your mental intention very clearly, because you are sensitive. Then the sixth step is what? You have Sense restraint, automatic. All this cannot arise. The second right effort, you can prevent it from arising. Means sense restraint is there. Once you have sense restraint, how to cultivate the three way of right conduct? The third right effort and the fourth right effort. Understand? Once you develop that, you are at least a Sakadagami. Sotapan you shall pass through already. When your initial wisdom is there, very likely you clear the first stage of sainthood, Sotapanaship. You know, when you are Sotapan, you haven't even attenuated your sensual desire and ill will now. But when you have the initial wisdom, your mind cannot stir. No? You understand? Right? Means sensual desire and ill will no more. No? The evil root. The mental hindrance, the first two. Means you already clear the Sotapana shape, Sotapan. Then when you can have sense restraint leading to the three way of right conduct, you definitely must have attenuated or reduced a lot of your evil roots of anger and hatred. That's why you are at least a Sakadagami. Then only you move into the four foundation of mindfulness. With this understanding and the daily mindfulness established, Sati Sampajana, when you go into the four foundation of mindfulness, you will just breeze through very fast. That's why you understand the teaching very fast. Then you understand why the Buddha said, after overcoming covetousness and greed, means at least a Sakadagami. Then when you move into it, the four foundation, the worst case scenario, the Buddha said, if some form of minor conceit or what is still there, you will realize at least anagami. Otherwise, arahantship straight away. Now you understand why the Buddha phrased it this way. He never made mistake. He's very clear about all this teaching and understanding where he went through. I remember at the Whooping Chaser there, I think Chui asked me that question. Teoh, why anagami? Because at that time people cannot understand. And I explained them all. So is it clear now? Use the mic. So Angie asked, what about?
Guilt.
So, remorsefulness and guilt. What is that? Under which evil root? Definitely is delusion. Otherwise, no remorse, no sense of guilt. Who is feeling guilty? Who is feeling remorseful? The sakayaditi, the self-delusion. But this Dhamma is very difficult to understand because that form and mind you think is impermanent, not you. That one is subject to karma. That's why not easy to cultivate. You have to understand both the condition, arising world Dhamma or existential Dhamma, and you have to also understand the unconditioned Dhamma. So the conditioned Dhamma and the unconditioned Dhamma, you need to understand both in order to understand life, so that you can really, really live life. Because the one living is the form and mind, the vehicle and the tool that you come, your nature come. This is your vehicle and tool, karmically conditional for you to come to this existential. And you have to use this to live life, to cultivate, to experience whatever. Even though this is impermanent, not real, not you. But this one has its duty. It has its reality within existence and life. That's why you must connect early and develop the awakening, the wisdom. And the whole cultivation is not difficult. Now you understand why I say not difficult. After you understand, there you go problem. It's because last time you don't have the understanding, you have this fantasy, you thought that, not easy, And people tell you what? Monk full time also cannot get it, no. You think you stand a chance, You lay person, no, shit. One monk is going to talk about, can a Puthujjana become an Arya? I think the title was affirmative, isn't it?
The title of the talk is Lay Persons
Certainly can
be
become an Arya. See, on the affirmative. So you some more doubt. I say, what become an Arya? It's not you, no. That's the form of mind that realize the truth, that awaken to the truth. And that one is an Arya. That one is an Arahant. But that fellow is not you. That one is dependent originating. These three conditions sustaining it that exists. That one will disperse, understand? If that one is you, means you are doubly deluded, understand? How can you become an Arahant when you think that fellow is you? Even a Sotapanna also no more self-delusion. You also know the 5 aggregate of form and mind is impermanent. Understand? Not a permanent, unchanging entity. There's a Sakayaditi rooted out. Severe. And you still think this is you, you are far away from awakening. A lot of people use the mundane mind, you know what they will think? Aiyo, meditate for what? No one to be enlightened lah. Then who enjoy enlightenment? They go and think like that. If it's nobody enlightened, ultimately I meditate for what? I meditate to become enlightened. And they told me, not me. No one born, no one die, no one enlightened, no one attained. They confuse the Heart Sutta, the ultimate truth, with existential truth. That's why when you have this type of mundane mind, keep on spinning, you can never understand. You can never develop the understanding. Okay?